So I've been gone for a week. Finals were well, they were there. I think I did all right so far. But obviously I had things to take care of, so that's why you haven't heard from me. Hopefully with the summer, I can make more videos now, which is my plan, of course. Because what else can you do in this day and age? Anyway, topic of the video, which is in the title. I feel like I know too much about people now. People I don't know, people that don't know me. I feel like those barriers are gone now, and it really bothers me. I don't want to know about certain people and the things they do. I'm not just talking about celebrities. I'm talking about everybody. Everybody now, I think, kind of just shares personal information about themselves on the internet, and I'm very tired of seeing it and hearing about it. I feel like we all kind of just need to pull back a little bit and remind ourselves that this is the internet, and some people should just not have access to our lives. I have a few basic rules when it comes to making videos. One of those rules is not giving out personal information about myself. That means where I live, the things I like to do with my daily life, even my name. My name, for you and for most intents and purposes, is Hollywood. I can, Cali Hollywood. You see that on the channel name. That's just what I like. That's what I like to be called. And the name that's on my birth certificate, that's for me and my family to know. If you're not in my family, you can fuck off. You're not getting that information. But yeah, I think that's a reasonable thing to want. To have a level of privacy. But I guess when it comes to privacy, I guess it depends on how much privacy needs. I guess some people just don't need that much privacy. Beyond basic stuff. Some people don't even care about privacy. I feel like now people tend to just share shit about themselves with people around the world just to get some clout, make some money, brand deals, and all that. Sometimes I hear this stuff and I don't even think it's real. I think people are just starting to make stuff up just to get some views, which is lame. But I got a whole topic about that I wanted to divulge it in. That topic will intertwine with this, but I just want to focus on the whole privacy thing. I feel like there's no real privacy nowadays. Obviously the internet fucking listens to us, the phone listens to us. I got some David Bowie records recently, and the phone, for some fucking reason, knew I had David Bowie records and started recommending me the musician ads. They start playing fucking Space Odyssey, the little chords, I don't know how to play Space Odyssey, but it was just recommending David Bowie stuff to me, even though I didn't need to, even though I'm pretty sure that it shouldn't have known that I got David Bowie records, so great. So maybe that's part of why also that privacy seems to be dead, because Big Brother is watching us. I have not read that book. I plan on reading it at some point, but I have not read it, but I understand the reference. So. But yeah, I feel like there's not really much privacy nowadays. And that we would know too much about each other now. I think it also plays into why people are so against celebrities now. Because even in the 2010s, people were like, they're like into celebrities and whatever they were doing, and now people just don't want to hear about them at all. And I get it, I don't like to hear about celebrities either, unless it comes to like records or tours or movies that they're doing. I don't really care at all about what it is if you do. I saw a Sydney Sweeney ad. I keep seeing Sydney Sweeney ads. I don't know why I keep seeing Sydney Sweeney ads, but it's really pissing me off. I do not need to know about her at all. But they just will not stop. Yeah. Yeah, I think the internet has a part to play in that. That because now we all know too much about each other, people also know about celebrities who had before a barrier between the public life and the private life, but now that private life is their public life. And I'm not sure if it's because they choose to do it, or if it's because the internet just forces us to know. Right? Think about celebrities who are more mysterious. You know, Axl Rose, Kendrick Lamar, Led Zeppelin back in the day. Even some celebrities that aren't like serious, like The Warning. I know I talk about The Warning a lot on this channel, but I like them, so fuck you if you don't. They're not really like mysterious or anything. There's not really any attempt to be mysterious. They're just not talking about themselves, right? To keep their shit to themselves. And I like that. I like to keep things like that too for myself. Yeah, the reason why they're so popular is just because it's not that they're mysterious, nonchalant, whatever the fuck. You know, they just don't talk about their private lives. You know, they just went on whatever it is that they want you to know. And whatever else is there, that's for them to know. You know, they have very distinct public and private lives. I don't know why I feel so weird right now. But I do, I feel very weird. Anyway. As I was saying, they have very distinct public and private lives. I feel like people now just don't have that. People tend to just let it all hang out. Like a nude beach. I've never been to a nude beach. I don't like the beach. I don't like sand. It's coarse and it's rough. It's irritating. It gets everywhere. Haha. No, but I think people just generally just let everything hang out, and because of that, people now know things that they did not need to know about. You know, all the strange things that people like to do. Or things that we consider strange. Things that I consider strange. Things that you would consider strange. Things that I do that you would consider strange. Things that you do that I would consider strange. And on and on and on we go on this carousel of weird. But, yeah, I just feel like we just need to reel it back a little and recognize, one, this is the internet. Nobody needs to be on the internet. Certainly not to the point where they're just divulging personal information about themselves. And there also needs to be just what was it that I was gonna say? Oh yeah, there just needs to be a recognition of the fact that some things you just don't tell people. You have to be able to discern what things you need to keep to yourself, which is most things actually, if you think about it. I always thought to myself that everyone generally plays a role in life, like an actor. Acting is a lot more natural than people would think, because we're always trying to play a certain role depending on where we are, whether we're at work, with friends, family, if you're at school, if you're on the street, whatever. We're all just pretending, except when we're by ourselves. When we're by ourselves, that's when we are just whatever it is that we are, unapologetically. Outside of that, we're all just pretending. Or we're all just trying to, act a certain way to survive. Right? Especially on the internet. I act a certain way on the internet too. I guess survive wouldn't be the best word to describe the internet, but I did just use it for the other stuff, so we'll just say survive. But yeah, I just tried to I play a certain role to attract viewers. That's the way I should have said it the first time. It's not necessarily a dishonest thing either. Like playing a role doesn't mean just changing who you are entirely. It just means exaggerating certain qualities of yourself and keeping other qualities of yourself hidden. That's how it works. And we all do this. And it's important to recognize that we do this on the internet too. Hell, most things on the internet aren't even real. I mean, AI is the thing now. And the internet's never really been real to begin with. People have always been pretending. I play pretend, you play pretend, everyone plays pretend. Everyone's a tough guy on the internet. Until the internet's till life slaps you in the face with its massive fucking dick. We all play pretend, and we all also tend to give out too much of ourselves in places to people that should not know who we are. And we just need to stop doing that. Like I said, title of the video, we need to know way less about each other. And just not give out all of ourselves to people that don't need to know. And yeah, that's basically all I have to say about that. See ya.